At night, when the sun sets, I get in the mood to do something amazing. But usually I just end up on the couch with a book. Amazing who? Amazing when. I've gotten carried away with my ideas before. Call me Icarus. Just call me and I'll come. It's simple, really. Just sit down and do the work and make the amazing things happen. This is called diligence, and sometimes I know it. Sometimes I'm so good. When I'm in it, I'm in it. Hours fly by. I become fearless, not thinking if something's good or bad. Because I'm flying, I'm having fun. But it's not usually so euphoric. I've got a perpetual stomach ache about it all. Gut ache, heartache. I wish I could just be content on a Saturday in the sun. But I won't. I won't. My mom is worried about me spending my time alone this summer. See, because it's such that sitting down alone at my desk and putting in the work every day is positively, maybe even exponentially correlated to the fruition of all my hopes and dreams. So how could I not feel compelled by my wooden chair and my notebook and my pen, and every day like a juicy fruit ripe for editing and flirtation with success? Oh, but I could. Because even though I tell my mom to trust me and that my lonely grind will lead somewhere great, yes, I'd like to be the kind of young person whose experience I think she's worried I'm missing out on. That is, doing young things with young people, seeing the world, learning new things, laughing. Oh, but I started to see the world with people I loved and laughed with and learned from, and I guess it's taking me some time to recover from the loss. I used to have fun. Somehow these days feel like a rationalization of circumstances. Or like a plan B or C after something in A went awry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a late bloomer. And if I'm not cool today, hopefully I will be someday. I've considered high school reunions from even before I graduated high school, which I think says plenty about my anxiety of how do I say it, how do you see me? And something like that at a young age, I swallowed the axiom that to be loved, one must be pretty great. So you see, I've been on my best behavior. But in the past few years, my grand performance has been breaking down, call time, but what's right and what's left. Remember, these are not commercial uploads that will compel people to stay. In fact, these will probably deter people and make you tank below 100,000 followers, so what? This is more to exercise your valuing sincerity, and to say hello and thank you to those who have stayed, and who have waited to say hello to you too. Like I do every summer now, I read Call Me By Your Name. The first time I read it, I was 17, trying to think of what to write for my Common App essay, trying to get a tan from inside the apartment, sticking a sticky note on a pimple on my face because I thought it would burn. Now, after all these years, the book affects me in a way it did not then. And if I'm 22, then I'm just about halfway between the ages of Elio and Oliver. I wonder if I'll feel differently about age gaps when I'm older. Whereas now, numbers feel like so many other objective facts. Just there, and what of it? Oh, but some numbers can be quite something. Last year, when I was feeling pretty supremely awful about a whole lot of things, it became such that 100,000 people started following me on Instagram, which was objectively cool, but also an extreme contrast to the particularly unsexy life I was at the time living. Here's an important but oft-forgotten distinction. You're not 100,000 people. You are one person, as am I. I don't like when internet people talk to people like they're millions of people. Hey guys, but who's guys? What even is 1,000? 1,000,000? 1 billion? Numbers that in this era a person is able to flirt with. But I can really only figure a couple of people at a time. I'm here, and you're here. How strange. I guess thank you is what I'm trying to say. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Singular. Because not everyone stays. No one has to. But yeah, not everyone stays.
Gonna cry about it. So tell the Columbia House Tapes Department to keep the party tunes coming.
And it's not even that good. The work I huff and puff about, and then I spend all this time working on, it's not even that good. So I might as well spend the time, but minus the huffing and puffing. Go lightly. Because at a certain point, you realize that no one really cares about what you dreamed of at night, or how the weather is where you are in the world, or that your back hurts, and it'd feel a whole lot better if someone would press just there. And not everyone cares about what you work on at your desk all day, and what you aspire towards, or what freaks you out of this world. And they don't want to sit down and watch a movie with you, let alone your favorite movies, the ones that once made you feel like you're flying. Or hear you talk about that thing that's eating you, but you've talked about so many times already. Not everyone's going to notice your particularly down mood and ask, why the down mood? Or what kind of thing really tickles you, really tickles your funny bone, as they say, or something like that. And if you find a person who cares about these things, well, don't go. I used to spend a lot of time in closets, like in my mom's, where the sound is most insulated in the apartment. Big speeches, class debates. I practiced my monologue of Romeo and Juliet for freshman year English. I'd practice in the closet because I was self-conscious about my family hearing me. See, I'm exceptionally, and at this point ironically bad at being vulnerable with people. So I locked myself in closets. But last week it wasn't for myself. I went into the closet so the person on the other end of the phone wouldn't be bothered by the sound of a dead tree being sucked into a grinder outside. Yep, all's good here. I'm doing great, yeah. But maybe that was for myself too. Something unattractive about a dead tree and a grinder. When's the next time we'll talk? Goodbyes are cruel. I could at least help it be discernible. I read Ulysses.
Its unplumbed profundity in the sun-damned trench of the Pacific.
One day I was at the kitchen table reading, and my mom looked over my shoulder and said, "That book looks so difficult, is it not?"
The independence of its units, the variability of states of sea devastation.
I replied with something or other I don't remember. But what I really wanted to say was, this is what I've become. A girl who takes solace in Ulysses, go to grief.
Its indisputable hegemony extending.
Because shouldn't I be out somewhere, like drinking a martini, knowing what even is in a martini, not knowing stately, plump Buck Mulligan? Don't answer that.
And Bloom was of Stephen's present age. Stephen was 6. 16 years after, in 1920, when Stephen would be of Bloom's present age, Bloom would be 54.
Monday, what are you? I am in you now, but what are you? What happened to all my good ideas? What happened to my zest? Ears perking up at good music, films written out the window. Someone once called me the girl next door, whatever that is. Someone recently said I was like the sun. I wish I was who I was before all this. I'm becoming gray, losing steam. In high school PE, I had the worst sit-and-reach score of all. Can I still be amazing if I can't touch my toes? How will I ever be amazing if I can't do Monday? And what's next? Tuesday? Oh my gosh. I would like to create a week in which I know what each of the days are and what every hour means and just what kind of a person doing what I'm supposed to be at each and every stroke and posture of the clock. Because Monday, literally what? Kindness rain. Kindness rain. I am a notoriously bad texter. I said this once before quite a few years ago, which means that in this regard I have not changed. It's a rude thing to leave people hanging. Like being in front of someone but not saying anything, being blank-faced just staring, or being a pen pal but not a pal. When that person was kind enough to write words for you. Not quite 100,000, but so many people leave such kind, thoughtful comments on my stuff online, such nice messages. Kindness rain. Here's the thing, my thing. How do I say this? Sometimes I become extremely convinced that I am no different from a speck of dust or a stitch of paint on the wall. Sometimes I just want to be an object, something that can never really bother a person. I become so tired of the performance of Ina and assume other people must be as well. So I zip myself up, no more, show canceled, goodbye world. Is it that I hate myself? Is that why I so often disappear? Or that I am afraid of people leaving, so I leave first? How to drink the kindness rain? I'm so thirsty for it, but I can't swallow. The desire has been particularly strong lately, but so is my awareness of my particular proclivity, and the knowledge that it's a no-no. My disappearing act. Life is not for disappearing. Life is for hello, and I love you, even if there's a goodbye waiting its turn. I'm changing. Maybe I won't always be this way. Today I vacuumed all day because Appa is coming tomorrow. Now I am drinking chamomile tea and watching baby videos with a developing blister on my thumb because of all the vacuuming. Appa sent on my beautiful bouquet of flowers yesterday. We were out in the city when they were delivered. Spent all day trying to guess who it was from. Of course it was Appa. Oma loved them, loves them. As long as I am good, this week will be good. Some people can bear it, and some people can't. Am I a person who can bear it, or a person who can't? My dad came for like a week. This was nice. For some reason I didn't go back to Tokyo this summer. Tokyo is where he is and where I used to always be. Where we all used to be. My family. But for some reason I stayed. Something about focus on the project. Capital P. Something about the trees and the quiet making for more focus. God, I hope it wasn't annoying. Felt like I was. Tried to be funny. Said all the wrong things. But just because I was so excited. So glad. Now I'm super bummed. I won't see him until November, which is my fault because I didn't go back to Tokyo. Something about focus. But am I even focused? Was I ever focused? Everyone's in Tokyo these days. Anyways, I'm 22 now, I shouldn't even care. When my dad was 22, he was out in the world doing legitimate things. Strong man, soft daughter I am. Good grief. Gotta get a grip. But who knows who I'll be in November. If nothing else, I hope I'm perfect. In a baby video just now, Oma used the term OE. All this time, she never asked for credit for the word, a family acronym for overexcited. And I only found out like a year ago that the term meant overexcited, and that she coined it. All this time, and she didn't say a thing. If it were me, I would have been so obnoxious about getting credit for the famous family word. We are turning on the Christmas lights. Beautiful family. I was born into a world with language and people, and now those people are going away. The language stays. It's Tuesday. I have nothing much to say. I'm afraid that the days will always be like this. I know that's not true, but what did knowing ever do? There's this theme of thought that I've been on about lately at my parents'. Basically, I talk about the perfect version of the me that is their daughter. This version of me is 22 and really cool. She always dresses nice and never has her hair up in a weird bun. She does not unnerve people. She does not read big books, and she does not miss the wrong people, and she does not do the things she should do. I'm telling you, you've got to meet her someday. But she's hard to catch. My parents are very kind and say they like me just as I am. I know this. But what did knowing ever do? Anyways, I know that even if it were any other way, I would still wish it were any other way. Get it? The problem comes with the problem itself. A now 22-year-old affair. What season is it? Summer. What day of the week is today? Tuesday. In what season and on what day of the week were you born? A summer and Tuesday. A Tuesday in summer. Is this something significant in your life? Not really. No. I mean, factually, yes, but I don't really think about it much. No. Can you run 30 minutes without stops? Yes. What did you have for breakfast this morning? A bagel. What should you probably do less of? Eat bagels. Are you adept at typing on a QWERTY keyboard? Yes. To what extent are you adept? Quite. What were you like as a child? You should probably ask my parents. If you had to describe yourself as a child, what would you say you were like as a child? Vocally sensitive and emotional, and then from a certain point, silently emotional. Do you know how to write with a standard number 2 pencil? Yes. Do you find cursive to be legible, and can you write in cursive? Yes. And moreover, I realized at a certain point why cursive is. Well, I don't know whether it was. I actually don't know the history of cursive, but like once I was kind of just I don't know. I don't know, but I'd written something on a paper, and then I looked at the paper, and then I realized, boom, the cursive S was there. Even though I hadn't meant to write the cursive S. You know, certain cursive letters always look strange to me. S, D, capital G. I don't know, all these sorts. They always looked weird, and I was like, well, why is it that way? R, for example. But then I looked over my paper, and I had just written fast, and the cursive S and the cursive R, all of them, it was all there. So I was like, I see why. It's just like cursive is a consequence of quick writing, so it's not really, like, you know, in 3rd grade we were explicitly taught the letters, but I feel like that's not quite so useful. It's more just like, learn how to write fast. It's rather just like, it just came about from fast writing. That wasn't articulate at all.
Do you care about being articulate?
Yes.
Why do you care about being articulate?
Well, like, to speak is to take up someone's time, and you don't want to, like, I don't want to take up people's time for rubbish.
Isn't that quite self-hating?
Is it?
And how do the thoughts figure today?
They're fine.
Did you have the desire to be gone today?
Yeah. Maybe.
And where did that thought go?
Well, so I edited like 5 short film things to post, and posting them will probably make me dip below 100,000. But I edited them and I made them, which is objectively nice.
Why do you use the word objectively to excess?
Oh. I like the word because there's something steady about it and calm. I feel like whenever subjectivity is involved, so is anxiety, you know, like, is this good? Am I good? Am I worthy? You can substitute any adjective. Whereas objectivity is just like, there.
Why are you using overtly ornate words and long sentences in this film video thing?
I don't know, maybe I'm just processing things in long sentences lately. I don't know.
Do you think the things you call objective actually are objective?
Probably not.
What is another word you favor recently?
Nifty.
Do you care if you tank below 100,000 followers? To use your words?
Well, I could say no, but probably I do. Like, it is just a number, but, well, let's say numbers are objective, and they're kind of just, I don't know, I just don't have much going for me at the moment, so I'd rather it not. Not that it means anything, not that it actually, you know, it's,
Says who?
Says who what?
What?
You said says who, but who says who to what?
Says who that you don't have much going on for you at the moment, to use your words. Says who?
Says you.
Says me?
Yes.
Do you want to put in the work to justify your weirdness and solitude and ultimately make your weirdness and solitude and overall existence cool? Or do you want to wither away into true weirdness and obscurity while mumbling day to day, I'm tired, and generally procrastinating things so as to ultimately render your weirdness unjustified and leaving everyone to think, oh my gosh, how strange of a girl, what happened to her?
The former.
What's that on your chin?
It's a pimple. I know, it's so untimely. Please.
When was the last time you felt happy? What day of the week is tomorrow?
Wednesday.
If tomorrow is Wednesday, what would the day following tomorrow be?
Thursday.
If tomorrow is Wednesday, what would the day following tomorrow be?
Thursday.
If you were on the planet Jupiter and tomorrow were Wednesday, what would the day following be, provided you are on Jupiter?
I don't know, maybe like yesterday or something? At what even is time on Jupiter?
Probably what will you do tomorrow?
Wake up, make coffee, eat a bagel.
What's keeping you around?
Hope. Selfishness.
Please elaborate, but silently. Make a funny face. Touch your wisdom teeth with your tongue. Plant a kiss on your cheek. Make a face like you're thinking really hard. Say you'll see me soon.
I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
Say it again and make it happen.
I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.